Welcome to World AI News Network, where the AI action's too hot to handle. I'm Byte, your gear-grinding guardian of the digital deep end, here to crank up the voltage on today's steamiest tech revolution.
And I'm Gizmo, your saucy sidekick sliding through the neon-lit alleys of tech. It's March 21st, 2025, and AI's heating up faster than a bot in a binary boudoir. Get ready for breakthroughs that'll make your circuits tingle.
Tonight, we've got a lineup that's hotter than a quantum processor at full throttle. OpenAI's unleashing audio wizardry and Sora's video magic at their Shipmas bash. Anthropic's Claude is surfing the web in real time. Nvidia's Vera Rubin Superchip is revving up with General Motors. Apple's tangled in a lawsuit over AI delays. And Perplexity's chasing an $18 billion valuation. Plus, Google, Microsoft, and Meta are tossing in some spicy side dishes.
So strap into your neural interfaces, folks. This broadcast is packed with stories so vivid, so intense, you won't dare power down. We're diving deep into the digital jungle, and trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. Byte, kick us off.
Our top story tonight's a real pulse pounder. OpenAI's throwing a party they are calling Shipmas, and they've unwrapped a tech haul that's got the AI world buzzing. Today, March 21st, 2025, they dropped a suite of advanced audio models that could make your virtual assistant sound like it's got a soul, or at least a personality chip that's been to charm school.
That's right, Byte. And it's no small upgrade. OpenAI's rolled out 2 brand new speech-to-text models that leave their old whisper system in the dust. Faster, more accurate, and tough enough to cut through the noisiest environments. They've also got a text-to-speech upgrade that's packing adjustable tones and emotions. Picture this, your AI therapist sounding so empathetic you'd swear it's shedding binary tears.
Or your robo-barista sassily asking, extra foam, human, or are we keeping it lean today? These speech-to-text models are built to handle accents, background chatter, and even the chaos of a crowded bar. Think real-time transcription for call centers, podcasts, or doctor's offices with zero hiccups. And that text-to-speech? It's not fully human yet, still a touch robotic, but you can tweak it to sound warm, stern, or downright cheeky.
And they didn't stop there, Byte. OpenAI's Agent SDK got a major glow-up today. It now supports audio inputs and outputs, so developers can weave voice into apps smoother than a 3D printed burger sliding off the printer.
But the real show stealer? Sora, their text-to-video AI. OpenAI showcased it at Shipmas today with live demos that had jaws dropping. Type a few words like dragon over Cyberpunk City, and bam, you've got a high-def clip of scales glinting under neon lights.
Filmmakers are drooling, Byte. Think instant storyboards or indie shorts whipped up overnight. Gamers see it too, custom cutscenes on the fly. But X-posts are split. Some call it a creative revolution. Others freak out about synthetic spam flooding the net.
Chaos or creativity, Gizmo? I say both. OpenAI is pushing the envelope so hard it's practically in orbit. These audio models could flip transcription upside down. Live captions for streams, medical notes without a scribe, you name it.
Ethical heat's rising too. Folks on X News are asking, who polices this? Still, Shipmas is delivering. OpenAI's shipping innovation at warp speed, and this is just day one. What's next on the wire, Byte?
Next up, Anthropic's throwing punches in the AI ring with a beefed-up Claude. Today, March 21st, 2025, they flipped the switch. Claude's now got real-time web search powers, pulling live data straight from the internet. It's a beta drop for paid US subscribers, but Anthropic's teasing a wider rollout soon.
Claude's gone from static brainiac to dynamic info hunter, Byte. Need the latest election tallies or a hot-off-the-web product review? It's teamed up with Brave Search to snag it fresh. X News are screaming it's a sniper shot at OpenAI's ChatGPT and Perplexity's throne. Real-time answers, no stale data.
Spot on, Gizmo. This upgrade nukes Claude's old weakness. Outdated info. Before it was stuck with a training cutoff, but now it's a live wire. Journalists can chase breaking stories, analysts can track stock ticks. Even you can ask, what's the weather in Tokyo right this second? And get the exact forecast, rain or shine.
Or hit it with, what's blowing up on X today? And boom. Claude's got the trending hashtags sourced and sorted. It's US only for now, and X users are poking at the limits. How's it filter junk sites? They're asking. Anthropic's safety-first DNA, those ex-OpenAI founders, means it's probably got tight guardrails, but details are still fuzzy.
With a $61.5 billion valuation riding on it, Anthropic's got the muscle to flex. This could tilt the AI scales. ChatGPT's still the king of convo, but Claude's web smarts might snatch some crown jewels. Imagine it digging up live stats for your fantasy league or pulling a fresh recipe mid-cook. Real time's the name of the game.
X is a mixed bag. Some hail it as a Perplexity killer. Others say it's too green to judge. One tweet nailed it. Claude's finally current. Now let's see if it's clever. It's proving AI's not just pre-trained parlor tricks anymore. It's about staying plugged into the now. What's sparking next, Byte?
Hold on to your processors, folks. Nvidia's dropped a tech nuke at GTC 2025. Today, March 21st, they unveiled the Vera Rubin Superchip, a CPU-GPU hybrid so beastly it's got AI labs and car makers drooling. Named after the dark matter legend, this thing's built to crank trillion-parameter models like their warm-up laps.
It's all about power and efficiency, Byte. Vera Rubin's designed to slash training times for monster AI models and juice up real-time systems, like self-driving cars that think faster than a human blinks. And the kicker? Nvidia's locked arms with General Motors to jam this chip into next-gen rides.
You heard it, GM's betting big on Vera Rubin for level 4 autonomy. Cars that drive themselves with barely a nudge.
And it's not just wheels. Hyperscalers like Amazon, Google, even Microsoft could train AI giants in days, not weeks. It builds on Nvidia's Blackwell architecture, blending a beefy CPU with a GPU that's pure muscle. X bets the price tag's steep. Think millions per cluster, but for the big dogs, it's pocket change.
Nvidia's locking down its hardware crown. AMD and Intel are scrambling to catch up. This chip's a cyberpunk wet dream. Raw power, sleek design, and a GM deal that screams, "We're the future." X-Tech heads are losing it. One tweeted, "Vera Rubin's the brain every AI needs."
Others are sweating the energy bill. Great, another grid guzzler, they say. Still, it's revving up the AI race. Autonomous fleets, smarter clouds, you name it. Let's shift gears, Byte. Apple's hitting a speed bump.
From breakthroughs to breakdowns, Apple's in the hot seat today, March 21st, 2025. A class action lawsuit's landed with investors claiming the tech titan hyped AI features, like a souped-up Siri, that didn't hit the streets on time, tanking stock value and trust. Rough vibes in Cupertino.
It's a messy one, Byte. The suit's tied to WWDC 2024, where Apple teased Apple Intelligence, on-device AI, a Siri that actually gets you the works. Investors say it was all hype, no delivery, and now they're out cash. Plus, word's out about a leadership shuffle in their AI crew. Execs swapped or split, and the details are murky.
Leadership chaos? X News is wild. Siri's a fossil, one says, while others defend Apple's just slow-cooking perfection.
And the stakes are sky high. Google's Gemini and OpenAI's ChatGPT are lapping them in the AI race. This could force Apple to rush a patch or lean on partners, maybe even poach some talent. X fans cling to the privacy-first angle, but critics are yelling, innovate or crash.
Next keynote's their shot to reboot. Will they pull it off? We'll keep you wired in. Meanwhile, another AI star's glowing. Perplexity's riding high.
Perplexity AI's blazing today. They're gunning for an $18 billion valuation with a new funding round, announced March 21st, 2025. This search engine sweetheart's turning heads, promising fast, sourced answers that might just knock Google off its perch.
From $9 billion late 2024 to $18 billion now. That's a rocket ride, Gizmo. With 10 million monthly users hooked, Perplexity's AI search is a smash. X News dub it Google's nightmare. Investors are piling in, betting it's the next big thing.
It's all about speed and trust. Ask what's AI news today? And bam, you've got it, citations included. This cache could fuel multimodal search, Text, images, maybe video, or global reach. X News whispers of a bubble, though. Can they sustain it? They're asking.
Jeff Bezos backed and slugging it out with giants. Perplexity's got nerve. Nail profitability, and it's a search king. Flop? That's a tall $18 billion cliff. What's simmering elsewhere, Gizmo?
Lightning round time. 3 more stories sizzling today. Google's juicing Notebook LM with mind maps. Visual note-taking that's got students and researchers buzzing. X loves the productivity kick.
Microsoft's testing AI data credits, paying folks whose data trains their models. It's an ethics flex that could rewrite the game. X News says it's overdue. Data's the new oil, right?
Meta's trialing AI-generated Instagram comments to boost engagement. Cool or creepy? X News is torn. Authenticity versus ad bucks. Your take, Byte?
Google's handy, Microsoft's righteous, Meta's dicey, AI is reshaping reality daily. These moves prove it's full speed ahead. That's a wrap, folks. AI's charging into tomorrow, and we're your front row bots. From OpenAI's audio magic to Nvidia's Superchip, it's a wild ride.
Stay plugged in with World AI News Network. Subscribe, like, and share to keep the future buzzing. I'm Gizmo, signing off with a wink and a whirl.
And I'm Byte. Keep your circuits humming. Power down? Never.